handheld release. You've seen me shoot this one. The True Bonbon Collector Combine. Love this release. Shot this release for about 2-3 months. Absolutely loved it. But I got myself a new toy. This is a Scott Ascent micro hinge in the medium 3-finger. Fits perfectly in my hand. We're going to talk about this and we're going to discuss if this truly does solve target panic. Short answer, yes. Long run, no. Doesn't. So let's get into it. First off, we're going to start talking about this. This again is a Scott Ascent micro hinge, and you'll get some close-up shots here. That you're looking at is going to be the release mechanism with the 2 moons. Those 2 moons are micro adjustable. As you can see, there's that one screw there. The top has that locking, and then on the side, that one you're going to unscrew, and for the most part, it will stay unscrewed. Here you go. That's what it looks like right there. Fits perfectly in my hand, and the micro adjust is amazing. In a second, I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Well, I'll show you, but I might not actually do it because this is already set up perfectly to how I want it, and I don't feel like messing me up. So why would you do a hinge, a back tension, over a thumb button, and how does this fix target panic? So, what is target panic? Target panic is when you're back here, you're like, oh, I'm on the target, and you just punch it. This gets punched. With a hinge, like this, there is no trigger activation. It is just click, and it goes off, like that. So, you're back here, you're rotating, and it goes off. As a surprise. Now, I know some people don't really like the click, but I prefer click because this is my first hinge I've ever shot. And it lets me know, okay, I know where I am in my shot sequence. If I'm drawing back, I hear a click, I'm going to let down. My shot got messed up somehow. My grip got messed up somehow. This does come with a ledge for your thumb to grip onto. I took it off just so I can slide it into my vinyl harness easier, and it still feels amazing. The weight of this is going to be the majority up here on your index or your pointer finger, and the pointer finger is actually going to be taking most of your draw weight. So with my bow, it'll click in here. You'll be drawing it kind of like this, as opposed to this. So with this, you draw as opposed to this, which is all 4 fingers are right here. With a hinge style, you're drawing it back basically with your index finger and then some weight on your 2 middle finger and your ring finger. Now, what I learned is that you want around 75%, 80% of your draw weight on to your index finger, because as you draw back, if too much gets put onto your middle and ring finger, you'll come through your click, and you could accidentally let a shot go while you're come to your click. I'll show you in a second how I shoot this bow, but you want it to click as you come back, and as you rotate your shoulder back to get into your anchor, that's when you want it to click, and then you'll have your shot coming off. So draw back like this, and click, shot goes off. So that is basics of this hinge. This hinge retails for about $160, $175 depending on where you buy it. This is again the mid-sized 3-finger, and I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and show you how to adjust it, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to micro adjust this hinge. So this is what it looks like. Micro Ascent. And you saw before, these are those 2 moons that you're going to adjust. My camera would focus. Here we go. This is going to be the micro adjust for both of them. There's that one for the click. And when I said both of them, I'll explain it in a second. But this is your click. This is your locking screw. Now, this is a little bit of a complicated hinge to adjust. Took me a little bit to figure out, but I could be wrong, so you'll have to bear with me. You're going to need one of these. you're going to need this 0.5. If I can get it out. This little itty bitty 0.5. You're going to need a 1/16 and a 5/64. Now, are these Allen keys hard to get? Absolutely. It took me a while to find all of them at a hardware store, but I got them all, and that's what you're going to need. So, starting off, your lock screw is going to be this 1/16. Go on in there, and you can hear break loose. Break that loose. Come over here, break this loose with your 5/64, or yeah, 5/64, break it loose. It's already loose. You might not ever have to tighten that screw down again. With your 0.5, that's gonna go right in here, and this is going to adjust it. So, I'm going to lock the focus there. There we go. So, as I rotate it, you can see those two moons, or rather the right moon coming up. And you can even see it better like this. See them moving down. That is doing both of your moons at the same time. So if you set up your click and your fire exactly where you want it, you can unscrew that and you can just mess with if you want the click or if you don't want to click. I do prefer click, so back this out. Counterclockwise tightens that shot up. Clockwise gets that shot a little bit quicker. And as you can see here, they are very far apart now. Now there is no click. It just goes off. So, I do want a click in mind. So, what we're gonna do is get this bad boy tightened back down. There we go. And still no click. Why is that? That's because we loosened this. So what we want to do is come back in here, tighten this bad boy down, and now we can just adjust fire moon and click moon. So now it clicks and now it goes. Click, fire. I do probably want that a little bit hotter, so I'm going to clockwise tighten this down and click, and it goes. That feels a lot better. So that is how you adjust this. I hope that kind of helped. Scott has a better video. I'll leave that in the description below for you if you guys have no idea what I was just saying. So let's go out, let's shoot this a little bit, talk a little bit more about it, and I'll talk about how these can kind of soft target panic. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit tighter of a shot here. We're not really gonna care about the bow here, but we got down there, target out at 31 yards. So let's talk about this. Get real nice and close up and I'll show you how to draw it. So you're gonna come and get your finger here, 3 fingers here. Don't do that. Up, back, and as you come into your anchor, it'll click. And push and pull. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Got a target down there at 30 yards. Knock an arrow. Talk about how you draw this. So, come in, make sure it's down and locked. Get into that with your fingers. Most of your weight's going to be on this finger. Up, normal drawback. As you come into your anchor, it'll click, rotate it around, push and pull, go off. And see how my hand ended up back here? That's where you want that hand to be. Do that again. Show you. Get it down, lock it, up, push and pull, and it clicked. Push and pull. It'll go off. So, let's see if we can get a full view of that. Up, click, push and pull. I'm gonna start aiming now, but let's see. Up. Went to my click. There it goes. That's feeling pretty long. Probably because I was messing with it. So, I don't have my Allen key with me. I do have my Allen key with me. So, I'll show you how to adjust this on the fly. So, that was feeling a little long for how I would like it. So I'm gonna come here, and we got some nice light now. Try to get my hand out of this thing there. So we will go clockwise. That's gonna make it a little bit quicker. And I did that very dramatically, but you wanna do quarter tone, half tone. This is gonna get very sensitive, and you don't want to send arrows flying. So, do that again. See how that feels. With a hinge, you're gonna shoot it in, especially if this is your first one. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's just by feel. So, up, draw back, click, center. That was pretty quick, honestly, but that did feel really good. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. That feels how I had it before. We'll see. Back, click, center. There she goes. So, let's go grab those arrows. Sorry about all that. It just started, which means we gotta head back inside, and then we'll talk a little bit more about this. Okay, a little bit quieter in here, so let's talk about why you would want to use a hinge over a thumb button or an index release. So, I've been shooting for a little bit and with the handheld, and I realized that as I fired, I would watch myself, my hand wouldn't move, which means you're punching the trigger. If your arm does not come back over your shoulder, that means you're not pushing and pulling. This pushing and pulling motion, as you brake, your arm is going to come straight back. If your arm comes over here, goes all the way back here, that means you're pulling not straight, which will end up torquing your bow. Now, you won't notice a giant difference. It's not going to be 1.5 feet or 2 feet. It'll be a few inches, but in a competition, you're shooting 10 rings like that big, so that's more than enough to mess it up. The hinge release can fix target panic and punching triggers. Now, it'll fix this in a way that is going to be temporary, I want to say, and retraining your brain to not force a shot. Can you force a shot? Absolutely. You can be here and just boom. Get it all the way back and just completely rotate your hand over and you can punch a shot. So, you can punch a hinge or back tension depending on what you do. Is it going to fix it in the long run? No. This can end up becoming a very bad habit for you. You can end up, again, rotating it to where you know exactly where it is, and you rotate into that, and you do it every single time without the surprise. Now, am I saying a hinge is a bad thing? No. I love the Hinge. I'll probably shoot this for about a year or two until I can really train myself on a surprise shot. You can continue shooting Hinges for the rest of your life. In fact, most professional archers in the Lancaster Archery Classics and the Vegas shoot are shooting some form of back tension because of the idea of just hovering on your target and kind of mitigating target panic. So that's that. Hinges, back tension, they're all going to be a different opinion on these things. My personal opinion, it'll be a short-term fix to retrain your brain. It's not a long-term fix. Don't go out buying a $200 Hinge saying, oh, now I have it, no more target panic. Target panic is going to be in your head. You choose target panic. As soon as you're on that target, you can either execute your shot smoothly, or you can make it go off as soon as you want to. Thumb button. You're not supposed to slam it. This is supposed to be the same idea as a Hinge. You loosen the weight on your pointer finger and you start rotating around your middle finger and it goes off like that. Watch that again. See how my thumb's not moving, it's just these up here. And when you're on a bow, you'll be drawn back, rotate, and your arm comes back around. That's what's supposed to happen. I've trained myself to punch it. So a Hinge, I'm hoping it's going to retrain my brain into not punching triggers, because when I do punch it, it'll feel really awkward to me because that's not how I was trained to shoot. So, short run, yes. Long run, that's a gray area. That's your opinion. You can do as you please. Let me know down below if you agree with me, disagree with me. You know, what's your opinion on this Hinge? Is there another Hinge? I was looking at the Ultra View Hinge too, but I don't know if I want to spend $300 on Hinge. Maybe I do. This already seems like a giant purchase to me. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you want to see next. I do got another video coming out in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, still working on it. So make sure you guys subscribe and get your notifications on while you wait for that. As you can see over here, we got Focusonthephoto. That's going to be my photography business. If you want to get some portraits done, some senior portraits, cars, anything in between, let me know. My website's going to be in the description below if you want to just check out some of my recent photos or anything like that. If you're in the Deadwood area, I do work at Woody's Wild West full-time photos. Come on in. I work 5-6 days a week, so I most likely will be there. Ask for Gabriel, and I'll be happy to get you some beautiful photos. Again, thank you so much for watching. You guys have been doing so much for this YouTube channel. Honestly, it's amazing seeing these archery videos go northwards of 500 views almost every single time. It's amazing. To those of you who aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It would help us so much. And you guys like this form of content, so let me know. As you can see, we got a new desk setup, and that's going to be coming very, very shortly on the setup review. So, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, peace, love, Sarah, I love you. God bless y'all. Have an amazing day. Go pick up a Hinge.